Sharkwatch. Welcome to Sharkwatch, man. Sharkwatch 2020. And it's a funny thing to call it because, the Sharks haven't played a game since March. So what am I watching? I spent these playoffs watching and rooting for former players on the Sharks. We're currently in the conference finals. We're in the Eastern and the Western Conference Finals. Um, and that's going to mean we're down to 4 teams. And that means we have only 2 Sharks left in the game. So over here, we're on NHL.com. Hold on, Brave. We're on NHL.com, and look what we got going on here. Let's zoom in a little bit. You got Dallas versus Vegas, and you've got the Lightning versus the Islanders. So, where are our Sharks? Well, Captain America Joe Pavelski is currently playing on the Dallas Stars. Obviously, he went there well, not obviously. He went there last summer. He was traded away. He was our team captain for many years. He's a killer captain. He's a killer player. He is now doing good on the Stars. Barclay Goodrow left at the deadline. He was traded for a first-round pick or something. His trade was a little complicated. It was like a first round and also a pick going back to Tampa Bay. But the bottom line is he left at the trade deadline. So what's going on is as the Sharks approach the trade deadline, it is becoming obvious to them that they are not going to make the playoffs. And so the right thing to do is to use the players who are useful in trades to trade them away. It benefits the players in the sense that they might have a chance at the Cup. If, say, Tampa Bay or Dallas makes it all the way, they could become a Cup winner on a team that they only spent the second half of the season with, or in Joe's case, the whole season. So that's one of the reasons that at the trade deadline, and it benefits San Jose in the fact that like a player like Barclay Goodrow gets you a good return. I mean, getting a first round pick in return for a current player, not bad. Depends on the player, and I think for Barclay Goodrow, that's a pretty good deal. I think Doug Wilson, the general manager of the Sharks, Doug Wilson, who makes the trades, and he's the coach's boss, and the coach is the player's boss. So he's the boss's boss. He did a pretty good job with that. So, he got value out of Goodrow. Goodrow's my favorite player. It's the only jersey I own. It's a Sharks jersey for a Shark that ain't a Shark no more. But that's what's up. That's what Shark Watch is going to be about today, is these 2 players. Let's see if we can find some stats. Let's see if we can find some info. Like Barclay, Goodrow, playoff stats. You know what I mean? 1920 playoffs. He's got... Is this just for Goodrow? Yeah, 4 points in these playoffs. Career playoffs, 6 points. Ooh, one of those delivered the dagger to Vegas last year, and it was amazing to watch, bud. Let's switch out. So he's got, what is that? 4 this year. All right, man. He's not even done yet, and he's already doubled his playoff production from last year. What the heck was that? What in the heck just happened there? All right, let's go find our boy Joe Pavelski. Some playoff stats for Mr. Pavelski. Let's go here. Oh, man. He's older than me and he's still playing. That's rough, dude. Well, let's just look at just his series against Vegas. He's got no goals, no assists, and... he had an assist on the last game on the 10th. Yeah, that's unusual. I think he was doing better on the other series. I think he was really productive in the first round. So it's a little bummer to see him in those first 3 games against Vegas. He's been shut down pretty good. Actually, what I'm seeing in his last 2 against Colorado is similar. His plus minus was -2. So yeah, if you're a casual hockey fan, maybe you don't know these terms, and I'll kind of explain them as I go. I'm still pretty casual too, so blind leading the blind a little bit. But what I can tell you is going on here is we have goals. Mr. Pavelski has not made any goals. Assists, he got 1 assist. Points are both goals and assists added up, so that's all that the P column is right there. Plus minus isn't unusual. Not unusual. It's a weird stat. It's what you were on the ice during. So as you can see, when he has one assist, he's on the ice for that one goal. Now down here, he doesn't have anything going in the positive direction, but he was on the ice when they were scored against. That's telling you. Looks like the last game against Colorado, he was on the ice when they were scored against twice. Now it's a weird stat because they can be directly responsible for that goal, or completely not responsible for it at all. And so it's kind of odd to assign blame universally. That's why plus minus can be misleading. But I think plus minus might bear more truth to the player's skill in the long run, not the short run. And so just looking at it for one game, I don't know. So let's see what else. Do we have anything else? Time on ice. He's playing 16 minutes, 22 minutes. And that's another thing to think about, too. On all these games, he's playing for 15 minutes at a time, right? And then on the one game, he throws on an extra 5 minutes, a little bit more. He gets that second one down. So it's like, well, what's happening there? Is it because he's on the ice longer and he's tired, or is it just the sheer odds? If you spend that much more time on the ice, the odds of getting a goal against are going to go up. Don't know. That's why plus minus is a little weird. It's a lot better to look at like a whole career or a whole season, I think, for plus minus in particular. I'm not a stats nerd though, but I'm gonna become one as I talk to you guys. I really dig it. So here's his stats overall, but yeah, we're not trying to get too deep into anything because this is a pretty casual thing here. Stars hope Pavelski's bond with DeBoer can help against Golden Knights. Maybe what do they expect DeBoer to like tell Reeves to leave him alone? Like I'm not really sure what people are worried about there. Anyways, I don't hate DeBoer. I don't, but it is really, really weird to see him wearing this outfit. It's unusual, man. I don't really watch Vegas too much until the playoffs now, so let's see. Well, that was really good for some Joe Pavelski action, but let's look and see if we can find some let's see if we can find some Mr. Goodrow and get a little bit more of a clear thing here. All right, here's our guy. What's his like season? His career been like? Oh, he's been on the Sharks just about as long. Okay, just wanted to check that out. So this season, let's see what he got this season. He got no. Oh, because he went at the deadline. So yeah. No, now that makes more sense. So he got 8 goals for the Sharks. He got 16 assists. He got 2 more assists once he went over to Tampa at the deadline. And then don't forget, guys, this is the 2020 season. It was weird. So only getting 2 more assists after the trade deadline happened because hockey stopped like a month short. I'm pretty sure he would have gotten a little bit more points if he was you guys get the idea, if they had a full season. Let's see what we got here. Plus minus is -8 on the Sharks. That's brutal. And he has 8 goals, dude. That means he was on the ice for 16 against. But plus minus, it's a funky stat. Look, it's the only negative year he's had for plus minus though. Every other year he's got 4, 1, 0, 1. Oh no, my bad. His rookie year he's -1 with 4 goals on 8. Still pretty good. Let's see if there's any news from my man Goodrow. Not really. This is just like post-game stuff, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But what it does tell us, but what we do find in the stats is that he's doing okay over there. Let's go up a little bit and let's look for Mr. Goodrow in the last 5 games. So no action really against Boston. Damn, he's on the ice for half an hour on the 31st. I wonder if that game went to overtime. I'm not totally sure. Not a lot of action for Mr. Goodrow. He's just I don't know. Hopefully no news is good news with him then. He got a goal or got an assist over here a game ago. And then he was on the ice for -2 against, huh? On September 11th. Let's see. So that's last night. Yeah, there we go. That's your Shark Watch, man. We got Pavelski. We got Goodrow. It's my hope that they see each other in the Cup final. That'd be amazing. Those are the teams I like anyway, even without... I guess in the Eastern Conference, I don't really care, honestly, except that Goodrow's on the Lightning, so I do a little bit. But when it comes to the Western Conference, I care a lot more. I don't like Vegas. I don't really want to see them succeed, but you know, honestly, if they do, they had a pretty. They work hard, man. I'll tell you this: even though I root for Dallas because of Mr. Pavelski, I still think Vegas might be the. I think it's clear Vegas is the better team, but I don't know by how much. My bias might be coloring my opinion to make me want to say that they're like closer than they really are. That would be my guess, but it's hard to say. But straight up, it's Vegas's series to lose, even though they're down 2-1. Um, I think. I think the East is a little bit more evenly matched. So, you know, I'll be back on later today. Shark Watch will continue. We will watch the Dallas game. I'll probably just make like a quick little highlight reel to share with everybody. And yeah, thank you for checking this out. I guess this is technically going to be the first Attack of the Giant Sharks content because Brandon and I made a pretty long podcast that ended up not getting posted. So so there you go. Thank you for dropping in on the Shark Watch. Game's 5 p.m. Pacific time. All right. So I will see you all. Well, we'll probably be over about 8 o'clock at night. Then you'll see me. Unless I live stream, which no one's going to watch. So hey, if you live stream in the forest and nobody's there to see it, dude, are you even streaming, bro? All right. Thanks for dropping in. That's Shark Watch, dude.